Good morning, it's your man Earl, www.deuceswild22.com. We are live, wire back at it, moving right along. Day 91 on the calendar, 4/1/2018. DeucesWild22.com. We are doing a video every day for a whole year of 2018. Going to discipline ourselves, and what are we doing? Business tips and personal growth. 4/1/2018, and today's subject matter, day 91, non-verbal leadership skills. Non-verbal leadership skills. So obviously there's no exhaustive list, but I'm going to pull really 7 of them, or my favorites, and actually we can actually expand these, and we may expand these as we move forward in the year. But I'm going to give you 7 non-verbal leadership skills. Okay, now different scholars out there suggest different ways, so these are in obviously no particular order except for the first one. And the first one, without a shadow of a doubt, is eye contact. Okay, now I'm not going to go in too deep with these, but I will tell you this: when you don't give people eye contact, it presents that you are insecure and you have no confidence. Okay, which means you don't know what you're talking about, or you're trying to hide something. So first tip of nonverbal leadership skills is to make eye contact with people. Okay. Second one is, now these 2nd through 7 are in no order, except for the first one is eye contact. So 2 is head nods. All right. Be careful how you nod your head when you're talking to someone. Okay. Scholars and professionals and those who are leaders in this particular industry say 1 head nod is sufficient. Okay. You get beyond 1, maybe 2 throughout the conversation, then it becomes a situation where you're trying to please people or you're trying to overdo it. Okay. Number 3, something that I struggle with massively is no fiddling with objects. Okay, I am a pen connoisseur. You see what I have in my hand right now? So I enjoy pens greatly. So I have to be very cautious and conscious of, when I'm talking to people, what am I doing? Okay, so no fiddling with objects. Now, the reverse of that is when you know you are a leader and you have to have people come into your office, or even when you have business meetings. As a leader on the other side, you have things so people can fidget with, because most people cannot or do not have effective communication skills, and so you give them something that will allow them to escape in and out of the conversation. Now that's high level thinking. Okay. Number 4. No hands on the face. Now this is interesting because a lot of people do stuff like this or stuff like this, or here's a big one, they do the back of their neck. Okay, these are all no-nos. All right, so no hands on the face, and I'll give you the ultimate no-no. You should never put your hand on your chin. Okay, because hands on the chin signify judgment. So to make a difference what you're telling me, what you think is going to go on, hand on the chin signifies I have already made a mental judgment. All right, so get the hands off the face, and especially no hands on the chin. All right, number 5, sit straight up. Have good posture. Now I'm leaning over into the camera, as you can see. So nonverbal leadership skills, when you're dealing with people, sit up. Okay, and here's a tip: lean in, as what I'm doing right now. Lean in ever so slightly, to show them that you are interested in the conversation. Okay, so posture, no slouching, none of this stuff. Okay, that's horrible. All right, so non-verbal leadership skills: sit straight up, have good posture, lean in to the conversation. All right, number 6, one of my favorites, is the handshake. Now, if we do an expanded series on this, the handshake goes back. A recorded handshake goes all the way back to 2800 BC in Egypt. Now that's significant. Why? Because we are the melanated people that started everything. All right, so the handshake, have a firm handshake, not a limp-wristed, wet, fishy handshake. Okay, so have a good handshake, and it takes time to develop that. All right, and then the 7th one, which I do excessively, meaning I'm very conscious of this: how you sit. All right, in meetings. All right, never sit across the table when you're negotiating with somebody. And if you have to reconfigure the room or even adjourn the meeting, never sit across the person. Okay, that is the worst nonverbal communication you could do in negotiations and mediation. All right, so how do you sit? sit at a 90-degree angle. So you sit here, and the person would sit to a 90-degree immediately to my right on a angle. And then if you really can strategize and have the nonverbal leadership skills, sit next to them. Now, obviously, that creates a lot of what I want to say, a lot of energy, because a lot of people cannot sit next to one of their adversaries, even if it's perceived adversary, or if that's a person that said, listen, I don't like you. But if you want to have strong nonverbal leadership skills, try to sit next to them. All right, you can't sit next to them. Sit at a 90-degree. All right. So day 91, nonverbal leadership skills. I listed out 7 of them: eye contact, head nods, no fidgeting with the hands, sit straight up, good posture. 6, give a good handshake. 7, try to sit at a 90-degree angle when you are sitting down in a meeting or negotiating. Now, why is it so significant? Because this is the reason why, and we're done for the day. Day 91, 4/1/2018. Listen to this. 7% of words, okay, are communicated. 38% of communication is in the tone of voice. And then here's the big one. 55% of all communication is nonverbal. I'm going to say it again. 7% of how you communicate is your language or your words. 38% is the tone of your voice. And then here's the big one, why we as leaders look at nonverbal leadership skills. 55% of how we communicate with people and our peers is through nonverbal communication. It's your man's Earl. God bless. We'll see you on the next one, 4/1/2018, day 91, nonverbal leadership skills. God bless. www.DEUCESWILD22.com. Peace.